Neha and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is a very special occasion. We are celebrating Diwali. A very happy Diwali to you and all of your family and friends. Today is going to be like a super short video. We're just going to talk a little bit about the storage differences between Ethereum and Aptos. This is the fundamental behind how we can rethink smart contracts and how we can rethink how digital assets work. So let's get started. So let's take a look at the Ethereum storage model. So in Ethereum, we are talking about the global state, and under the global state, we have three particular EMTs or Patricia Merkle trees that we'll talk about: the state tree, transaction tree, and the receipt. Let's talk a little bit about what this three terms means. So we can take a look at this visual representation of what a tree looks like. So we have these two words, dog and don't, both starting with D and O as common, and then we basically just move and complete a word. So what it does, it just pairs like the similar nodes together and makes retrieval quite efficient. In case of Patricia Merkle trees, we are just maintaining this as a hash table, like key value pairs, and then we are considering the rule as how we would in normal Merkle trees. The state tree is actually a mapping between the account address and all of its state information. And what is important for us here is this storage root that is also stored within the state tree. And this storage root represents all of the data that is stored on the smart contract. And if we compare this with the transaction and the receipt tree, they store information about the transaction. For example, transaction tree might store information like the gas price at that moment, the value associated with the transaction, and the receipt would try to store information like logs around any transaction. The most important takeaway from this is that the data is stored on a smart contract level. Now let's take a look at Aptos' account model. So in the case of Aptos, instead of storing data on a smart contract level, we're talking about the global storage, instead having actually a list of different accounts. So all of these accounts basically act as containers for two things: modules and resources. Smart contract on Move language are known as modules. And resources represent basically any sort of data. So this can be NFTs, this can be tokens, this can be anything else that you want to store. Instead of imagining this as a single tree, you can imagine this to be a forest of different trees, where every account represents trees and the nodes represents the modules and the resources associated with that particular account. And this is the point where you ask, why are we storing data in this format? What's the point of doing that? Data ownership on an account level allows us to make this design way more secure. An example here could be how balances are maintained on Ethereum and how every transaction means a numerical change in the balance of both the accounts. For example, a +10 and a -10. Instead of this, we can imagine the token being transferred from one party to another party, just how we physically exchange cash. So that was it for this video. Hope you had a great time. Stay tuned for the next one. Okay, bye.